Bite Me Marketing. Makes me smile. Is it meant to?
Absolutely. The whole idea behind Bite Me Marketing is to put some fun and enjoyment back into marketing your business. It doesn't have to be boring, it doesn't have to be a chore, it doesn't have to be full of jargon. I can give you help with your marketing in bite-sized pieces so we can grow your business step by step and you don't have to be scared or intimidated by it.
Tell me what my first step might be.
Your first step is really understanding who you're selling to. So who is your ideal customer? And there's very few businesses that actually stop and take the time to think about who they're trying to sell to. So the first thing we'd sit down and do is really work out who is this ideal customer for you before we start thinking about what we're going to say and how we're going to say it.
Okay. But if I've already been in business for like 18 months, 2 years, don't I know that already?
It's surprising how many businesses actually don't. The companies I work with have already been in business for 2 years and are doing quite well. Is we take stock, is we just slow down a bit and we say, okay, who is, if we're going to drive the business forward, if we're going to grow the business, who is my target customer and how am I going to attract their business? How can I sell more to the people that I want to sell to and make more money and be more efficient with my business?
Okay. If I were going to make the decision to work with you, there's sort of things about you that I'd like to know.
Oh,
I know. I know.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
So I want to stalk you a little bit.
All right.
So tell me, before Bite Me Marketing, what was there?
There was the pole dancing, there was the... No, there wasn't. My background is I was in marketing for 15 years. I started off in TV and then actually went into digital media back when it was called new media. That makes me feel very old. What I did was I was helping brands engage with their customers. So rather than advertise at them, really using these new platforms to engage with them. So, you know, talking to brands about how you can engage with mums way before Facebook took the stranglehold of social media. So we were looking at things like forums and different chat rooms and things like that. After 15 years of loving working in marketing and advertising, I was pregnant with my third child, and the hours with the marketing were very long, London based. They wanted me to travel a lot, and I thought, no, I want to spend some time with my family. I started making cakes. My nan was a professional cake designer, and so it felt very kind of personal to me. It was something I fell into quite naturally. So I started making cakes, but of course I couldn't just make cakes. There was this little part of me, how can I grow my business? How can I get my cakes into these magazines? How can I get on their radar? Why are they being interviewed and not me? Not in a horrible way, they're fantastically talented, but why isn't that me being interviewed? And 2.5 years after starting my cake business to spend some time with my children, I was actually working 70 to 80 hour weeks. I thought about taking on staff and I thought about growing the business, but actually in that whole process of thinking of expanding by taking on staff, it hit me that, do you know what, the bit that I really, really love and the bit that really drives me is the marketing and the growing the business, the social media, the PR. The reality was that whilst I love the cakes, my true love was my first love. So that's why it was very emotional closing down the cake business because I put my heart and soul into it, but it was just a natural progression.
What do you think that 2 years of experience, 2.5 years of experience has done to make you better at what you do?
So I'm still here 2.5 years later of the experience of the marketing background, but actually the experience which I think is just, if not more valid, 2.5 years as a small business owner and understanding the challenges that small business owners face. I understand that you might need this information in bite-sized pieces. It's not because you don't understand it. You can do all of this yourself. It's the fact that you are so busy already. Do you have the time to take it on as well? So I think I come to the table with the experience and the expertise, but also the empathy of understanding where you are right now.
So Sam,
Yes.
What do you want us to do next?
Okay, here's my challenge for you. Here's your thing that you have to do, is you have to pick up the phone. The only way that I can prove to you that I can give you back an extra hour of your day to invest it back into your business or to spend it with your family is if we actually get together and we have a quick chat on how we can work together. So give me a call, we'll have a coffee, I might even bring some cake and we can talk about it further. But please do get in touch.
So, welcome to
Me this morning,
Rumpy
5 a.m.
marketing.
5 a.m.
Marketing. It's really boring, isn't it?
Absolutely. Don't do it.
No.
It's me.
Yeah.